It is welly time again. The weather has been raining on and off quite a bit for the last few days, so it is quite wet. So welly time, seasons are definitely turning. I brought some bits and bobs to the allotment today. Some excess wood flooring, my drill, some cardboard and some DIY tools, because we are going to do some DIY today and sorting out and tidying up a little bit. Obviously most of the big jobs were done the last time I was here in regards to getting rid of the... Have I got something? I thought I had something in me on my glasses. Yeah, most of the jobs have been done. Regards to like harvesting, pulling up the sunflowers, that kind of thing. So today I just want to do a bit of tackling of jobs, pottering about, a bit of DIY. So the first job I want to do is the compost bay. Apologies for the wind. Forecast is supposed to be rain as well today, but I don't know how it'll go. But let's see. So what I want to do for the compost bay is, firstly I need to cut all these bags. That's why I've got my strimmer and stuff. Just try and tackle it a bit. I want to make the front of the compost bay. So let me get the woods and see how it'll fit, and then we can go from there. So the excess wood that we had from when we did the basement is not the right size. It only covers just over half. They do fit in together because obviously they're floorboard type pieces, so I'm wondering if I could find a way to fit them together and then do it. So what I might do is I might measure it, cut one and see what it looks like. So this is the size that the wood comes in. So one of these is fine, and then this one is the next size down, or the cut size, that will fit to this and secure it straight across there. So I'm gonna go through, because I have some offcuts, so I'm wondering if I might be able to use some offcuts instead of cutting my own, and it'll make it easier, because you know what I'm like with DIY. So let's see how many we can get of the wood pieces. So, spin you round. We may have been able to make it work, so let's have a look. They're not the right size. Right, change your plan slightly because we have a mix of sizes. So this is the right width, but obviously we've got a mediumish piece with a long piece, and then we have a long piece with a small piece. So I'm thinking if I intersperse them, so do like this and then this one on top, it might be more stronger. So I'll put you down again and we'll see. So I've already started. You've got the really long piece and then the small piece, and then I'll do the medium and the medium, then the long and the small, and vice versa. So let's try again. I think that looks pretty good, and they're slotting in to each other as well, so it's probably stronger. So let me finish this off and then we'll see what the end result looks like. Okay, I'm kind of making it up as I go along now, but it seems to be working, so let's carry on. Okay, that's the finished product. It is a bit higgledy-piggledy because I realised that the length of this is different as it moves up, and I don't know why. But it's strong, it's in place, it's doing the job. I only have to take it off every now and then. You know, I can tip stuff into it, blah blah blah. So I think overall it's doing the job, and that's what it needs to do. Seriously, I'm so bad at DIY. I think it's not that I'm bad at DIY, it's just I'm not very good at it, and then I make mistakes. But it is what it is now, I can't change it. This is what it looks like, and it fits in place, and then obviously now the next job is to fathom a cover over the top of it. And I might be able to use the boards to fathom a cover, so let me see if I can find sizes of boards and then show you what I potentially may have put together. So these two pieces of wood fit very nicely across the thing. However, obviously they're just going to buckle in, so I'd need to glue them together and then produce a bigger structure. So I don't think I haven't got the tools to do that now, but what I will do is put these pieces of wood together in a pile in the shed, so I know that's what I need to use for the lid of the compost bin. But yeah, that is the plan. Okay, so I think now we need to do a little bit of chopping back. Bits here, bits there, bits around here. I need to move this pole, I don't know where that's from, over there a bit, and just try and make this a bit neater in regards to weeds wise. And then I'm going to lift this up and see what's under it, and then see maybe if we can move that weed membrane down to here and help protect this area a bit. Let's get going. I'm not going to show you me digging and weeding, but this is the before. I just want to tackle this area around here, and then have a look. I put a top on there, cover on there to try and suppress those weeds a bit, and then obviously back around here, and then hopefully if I get the strength, carry on around here until we get back to here, and then let's do a quick after. This is part way through. It doesn't look like a lot, but I kind of chop a lot of it down and see what's going on under the tarpaulin, and this is under the tarpaulin, so I think I'm going to need to look at raking some of this. I thought that was a root then. Raking up some of this and piling it up. So let me see if I can tackle this, and I'll come back to you when I'm done. This looks better, doesn't it? See, a bit of weed membrane works wonders. I'm knackered though. I wasn't planning to do this much work. But yeah, it's a bit more manageable. What I need to do now is I need to cover this area, because I don't need to access this bit at all. So I think I'll just cut it down further, cover this area as far as I can go, and then that'll just stay like that. And then obviously from here and along is the compost excuse me, the compost bay area thing. And then obviously we've got this area that I need to work out. I'm putting loads of grass, weeds and stuff in there at the moment, but I think I'm going to use Stella's suggestion. So Stella from Stella's garden, or Stella's vegetable garden, I'll put details up. She has a weed dumping bin container, fills it with water, dumps the weeds in, and it kills them all and then uses it for nutrients. So I think I'm going to utilise that. So the plan now is to just cut the dock leaves and the grass and stuff along here. I'll get my strimmer out to do that, and then I'll see if I've got any more tarpaulin, weed membrane, etc. to put over the top, and then start working down this end. I was speaking to Mick, who is opposite, and he was saying about, I know this is not my area, but if I can cut it down or get it it'll be more manageable in regards to future growing, etc. What a morning. And do you know what, I had a quick walk around, and it's really sad, and let me show you why. So obviously this plot next door to me, Joyce had it before me. She maintained it really, really well, and then a guy took it on this time last year, I think, maybe, and he's done nothing with it at all. I helped cut back on the sides and stuff, but obviously nothing got done, and I've not seen him for ages, so I don't know. And then this one hasn't been taken over at all. Some woman took it over when I first got my plot, so that was 3 years ago, and never did anything with it. This one here has been taken over, and I've seen the guy a couple of times, so hopefully he'll crack on with it. This one, I have no idea what's going on with this one. It's just an overgrown mess at the moment. I don't think anybody's took this on, and you think there's a long waiting list for people for allotments. I had to wait 2 years, which isn't long considering some people wait decades, but I had to wait 2 years, and there's still stuff that's not being utilised. Example, this one here, it does look like, if you look over here, it does look like it's had stuff on it. There's loads of beds here, there's a netting structure over there, but it's now just overgrown. This one here, a lovely couple have just taken it on. They've just built the polytunnel for it, and they're just covering all this one. This is the one that I looked at as well, but it waterlogs quite a bit when it rains, so my dad was suggesting not to take this one on. Now your pallets, Nick, I think it's Nick and Julie that have got this one. Nick wanted some pallets he wanted to do a compost bay or do something, so I gave him some of the pallets that I weren't using, so they're being used now. And obviously, as you can see from the polytunnel, it's being utilised quite nicely, which is good. And then they built the shed as well. That was built a few months back, I think, a couple of months ago. So it doesn't matter that things don't look perfect, it just matters that you're doing something about it. So they've got a shed so they can hide from the rain, wind, do what have you. They've got a polytunnel, decent size, decent one, so they can grow things, and then they'll decide what they want to do with the rest of it. But yeah, it's just a bit sad when you walk around. It's just, you can see some that have been worked on, and people just aren't coming back, unfortunately. I don't know if people just don't do anything over the autumn, the winter, but then to be honest, this year's been the best year for growing. Really, really has. It's been an amazing year for growing. I've been coming down once to twice a week. Obviously because of work I can't come. I'd love to come more often, but I can't come more often. But once to twice a week, and I've probably seen 2 or 3 people at most coming down, doing stuff, and we've had such an amazing spring and summer. Like, everything's grown, everything's done really well. I've grown stuff that I've never grown before, and it's just been brilliant. So I don't get it why people aren't coming down. Like, I could understand people coming down spring, summer, and then this time of the year just stopping, covering all the beds up and saying hey ho, we're done, kind of thing. But, and that's fine, like, as long as you're growing somewhere. But I haven't seen anybody. Oh, sorry, I just need to watch where I'm walking so I don't fall over. But yeah, I've hardly seen anybody come down. A lot of people are using polytunnels down this end. The guys are using polytunnels, and they do come quite regularly, so they will be growing stuff in the polytunnels, and this one they're growing stuff as well. So I would probably say 40% of the plot at the moment is currently being worked on and grown on. But then what's going on with the rest? Why are we not getting more people on that want to do it? Yes, it's really hard work. Yes, you've got to put a lot of time and energy into it. Yes, if you're on your own like me in regards to gardening, you just got to crack on and do it. But you know, I've been here 3 years this year, and look what I've achieved in 3 years. You know, when we look back, I've done so much. So it's just a bit sad really, but I don't know. That's just me having a little rant about people not coming down and not doing stuff. It's probably because I'm tired. Too much hard work. Anyway, let me see if we can find some extra weed membranes. Oh, it looks like the pumpkins might be dying back a little bit, which is not good. They're good sizes to pick though. Yeah, we'll see. I don't really want to pick them just yet. Yeah, we'll leave them for now and we'll see. What were we doing? Oh, weed membrane. Jeez. Okay, so I need to cut this back first with the trimmer and then see if we've got any weed membrane to utilise covering it down more, and then I'll try and get further back on there. So I'll come back to you when we've nearly done. I think the border to my plot is this bit here. That's what I think it is. So obviously anything on this side is not mine, and anything straight down and along is mine. That's what I really reckon, because why would this piece of wood be here? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let me find some more weed membrane.